Hello there. The goal of this library tutorial is to show you how to use database search filters. These filters can be a great way to turn a large set of results, some of which are relevant and some of which are not, into a smaller, richer, more relevant set of results, and to save you time. So let's imagine I'm researching the effects of climate change on cardiovascular health in the health science database Medline. I've done a search using the terms climate change and cardiovascular, and I get these 427 results. I can use the filters to make them more relevant to my purposes. And we can see our filters here in this left-hand column. While the filters won't be exactly the same for every database, there's a lot of overlap between them. And we'll look at the most important ones, while skipping the ones that aren't particularly functional or relevant to the kind of research you're going to be doing. Let's start with the filter we actually recommend against, the limit to full text filter. Well, why not use this? If a database doesn't have the full text for an article, that doesn't mean that Daemen doesn't have access to the article. If you click Search Daemen for full text, it will search all of Daemen's other academic databases. If we have it, you'll be brought to that full text record. And even if we don't have the article, you can easily receive a copy of it through Interlibrary Loan in just a few clicks. Another powerful filter is the date limiter. This allows you to filter results by the year they were published. Many assignments in the health sciences require articles published within the last 5 years to ensure that the papers draw on the most up-to-date research. Other disciplines may not move as fast, but in this case, because the science on climate change is evolving so quickly and because there's so much of it, I'm going to limit my articles to the last 5 years. And here we are at 284 results. We've got source type here. Sometimes you'll see categories like reports, periodicals, dissertations, and so on. But here we have academic journals and just one magazine article, which is good because I want peer-reviewed articles, and academic journals are where I'll find them. Below this, we've got a subject major heading filter. This means that this subject is at the heart of the article. So if I'm having trouble finding medical science that really discusses climate change in great depth, I might select the climate change filter. A word of caution here. Filters depend on complete and accurate database records. There's always the chance of human error and subjective judgments. For instance, determining what is or is not a major subject in an article is a judgment call. That being said, if you simply need to find some articles on a topic, you're probably safe using a subject filter. But if you're compiling a comprehensive bibliography or conducting a systematic review, you might not want to rely on it. Below the subject filter, we've got the publication filter. This allows you to pull out all the articles from a specific publication. It can be useful also to see what publications a subject most often appears in. The language filter allows you to pull out the results you can actually comprehend. And here we have some unique filters to this database. Age and gender. This is actually pretty interesting. It lets me know that I might even be able to narrow my research down by these categories and subcategories, since we see a fair amount of results for each. So if I was looking for studies that consider children, I could click All Child, and voila! 33 articles on cardiovascular health and climate change in which children are part of the studied subject population. And I got here without having to read the abstracts of several hundred sources. Not too shabby. Now it's time to start digging into these abstracts. So we can see these filters are a quick way to hone in on the sources most relevant to your research. Thanks for watching this tutorial. If you have further questions or need research assistance, don't hesitate to contact a librarian.